Modern women love feeling special, but they're far from that. In fact, they're all the same in terms of opinions. The only thing that might change is their looks, which end up being quite similar in all honesty. When they hit the club, they oftentimes wear the same slutty black dress. If you know, you know. They think the same way, and then they also dress the same way, and then talk the same way, and then have the same kind of past. So why on earth do they think they're special, you ask? Societal programming. Weird or technical terms aside, you know how it goes, don't you? You as a man have to work a lot to be regarded as exceptional, including but not limited to hitting the gym, lifting weights, studying for difficult degrees, getting to the top positions of society, and much more. Whew, I nearly ran out of breath while mentioning the requisites required to be deemed as a special man. Modern women, however, are considered special for just being women, but that's nothing but a narrative pushed by society. Check this out.
I have an ex that I am not in regular contact, but I do talk to.
About what?
Just we have a catch up. Hey, how's you? How's your mom? How's life? Oh, it's good. Like, glad to see you doing really well. That's it.
You know what that is? You're keeping each other around as options.
No, definitely not.
That's exactly what that is.
It's genuinely not as options. It's just, you know what it is? It's like, genuinely that ex, there's just a lot of love there in the sense of...
Oof.
No, but it's not I love them. No, but there's love.
Imagine.
No, don't. Let me land. Let me land. Like, there's that love in the sense of it was like, this was 10 years ago, and he helped me through a hard time, like through my life that I'm not going to speak about on camera, so it's just like...
So you still love each other?
No, it's not loved, I'm not...
So what is it?
It's just there's genuine care. It's nice, like...
Care?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, only to catch up from time to time. A likely story. When women say these things, they really think they're the exception to the rule, but once you take the red pill, you become immune to these straight lies. Ain't no concessions, cause let's be honest, she's just keeping that guy around. In today's video, we're delving into why men don't want women with a past, and why these women freak out with these legitimate boundaries. Stick around because I'm sure you're going to love this one. But before we go any further, let me share the comment of the day. Shout out to Andre Hernandez. He said, "Women have been acting like this for at least the past 60 years. Nothing new here." To some degree that's true. It's just now we have it on full display with the age of the internet and the advent of social media. Please don't forget to reach out to us by email to claim your $5 for that comment of the day. As usual, guys, I'll pick one comment from each video. It may be the funniest, the most liked, or one that touched me, so don't forget to leave a comment and you may be our next winner. Make sure to hit the like and subscribe buttons too, as it helps a lot. And now, back to the video. Embrace your masculinity. Let me keep it 1,000 here. The term red flag is probably one of the most descriptive concepts out there, and most importantly, the prevention many men need to avoid the sickness. Instead of touching the hot pan and getting burned, it's way better to use gloves to protect yourself. Likewise, many men don't bang women left and right without a condom, even if they claim to take birth control pills. Better safe than sorry. Many men these days are waking up to the realities of the dating scene. This whole game is a masquerade where being real is not incentivized anymore. If you're 100% honest, which is what many women want from a partner, by the way, it's completely normal to be regarded as a sexist. Didn't you want honesty? So there you have it. But nope, that desire for honesty they want is fleeting, just like each emotion they have. Yeah, these same girls want you to have emotional intelligence along with the rule of sixes and all that. Now, let's stop for a moment. Society always talks about what women want, but what about men? Does society want the well-being of men? Not in a million years. Society wants men to be worker ants, pay taxes, do jobs that 99.9% of the population hates, and even worse, stand the insults of stupid people who don't do anything for the good of society. I'm talking, of course, about the gender studies types, woke individuals, feminists, or some sort of combo of all of the above. The bottom line is that many lobbies, yeah, that's right, lobbies, are bashing men day in and day out, while turning women into some sort of goddesses that everyone has to worship. These lobbies are in a systematic war against men, using the dollars of taxpayers to push their agendas, but that's a whole nother story. These people want you to believe the following things. When a woman cheats, it's all good because the husband was absent, a workaholic, bad in bed, or whatever. But when a man rejects a woman because she's got a certain past akin to that of Logan Paul's fiancée, he's insecure, a terrible human being, and even society dares to let him know that he's missing out on a good deal. I mean, really, is a woman with a double-digit body count a good deal? No, because the chances of divorce will skyrocket like inflation in the last couple of years. And look, the body count issue is nothing but a fraction of what could happen. Sure, a woman with tons of bodies on her history will not bond with you that much, but other problems will come up sooner or later. Namely, she's got a huge contact list, unhealed trauma, she's keeping exes around under the guise of being supposedly just friends. These examples don't even scratch the surface of what has happened to tons of men throughout history, especially in the last decades. This video serves as a stark reminder of what you already know. Women with a past are a bad bet, and we'll break down the legitimate reasons why men prefer women with no past at all. But before I do so, hit that like button and show us some love in the comments. And by the way, if you've got any stories to share, go ahead and write it in the comment section down below. Here's a scenario. Imagine you're in a relationship and your partner is still hanging out with their ex, chatting with them, and maybe even meeting up. Sounds okay to some Sims, but for many smart men like you, it can be a little bit unsettling. There are lots of well-formed reasons why you might prefer your partner not to keep their exes in your life. It's like opening a treasure chest of feelings and concerns, and we'll take a closer look at these reasons one by one. The first reason is simple: trust and past infidelity. Now picture this, you've been in a relationship where trust got hurt before. Maybe your partner did something that broke your trust, like being unfaithful or keeping secrets. It stung, right? However, you had the balls to become a strong man. Understood that you did all the things you could to keep the relationships afloat, but the chick just didn't want to collaborate. Well, when it comes to trust, it's a bit like building a tower of blocks. Each block represents a piece of trust, a simple logic that modern women will never understand. When someone's been hurt in the past by their partner, some of those trust blocks start to tumble down. Now, they might worry that if their current partner stays close to an ex, it could shake those trust blocks even more. So, why do many men prefer not to deal with it? Because they want to keep their trust tower standing tall and strong. They'd rather not have anything that might accidentally bump into it. It's like they're protecting something precious. But what if you're with someone who doesn't have a past where trust blocks have fallen? What if your partner has no history of cheating or betraying trust? Well, in that case, it's like starting with a fresh, clean tower of trust blocks. You don't have to worry about the past knocking them down because there's no history of that happening. It's like having a strong foundation right from the beginning. For sure, this implies that women with a clean slate are more dependable than a hoe that's been used and abused by men who didn't give an F about her. Now, if you choose a woman with a proven past when she was the cheater, chances are you'll be cheated on. So, some men might use this woman recreationally, while others might prefer showing their middle fingers to these types of women. And rightfully so.
Do you trust your man around other women?
Yes. Yeah.
Do you trust other women around your man?
No. No.
If women don't even trust other women, why would they expect a man to trust women?
That's a good point. That's a good point, actually.
I just feel like women do it because they're insecure, so they want to see, like, if the guy will leave their girlfriend for them.
The second reason is quite logical too. I'm talking about women's emotional attachment to exes, which is precisely what Cheyenne showcased in the first clip. Men these days know that most women are not virgins, so instead of complaining about it, they accept it. But they don't want to know about the specific way she had sex with this and that man. That's just disgusting. If a woman says she had sex with tons of men, okay, you move on politely because you don't want to hinder your chances of relationship success. There are things that you simply don't want to know, but if you're really hanging out with a chick, you will want to know about her contacts, including her exes. Many men who really go to therapy or just heal themselves don't ever go back to exes, deleting their contacts and unfollowing them on all social media platforms. In many cases, they used breakups as fuel to propel themselves to a higher level of consciousness, knowledge, and physicality, becoming like a Giga Chad. Sure, in that exact moment, the ex comes back out of the blue and uses tons of manipulation tactics, but none of these smart men take the hoe back. She can enjoy her life of failed rebound relationships while you enjoy a life of genuine independence. However, modern women these days love keeping their doors open, and they're just a few clicks away from a man they have on the back burner. For that reason, imagine your partner has this deep emotional connection with an ex. It's like they have a history, shared secrets, and memories that only the two of them understand. It's no wonder that you feel very uncomfortable. Here's the thing. Many men get worried about this emotional bond. They might wonder, is my partner still thinking about their ex? The answer is yes. Are they comparing me to them? Again, yes. Do they miss them? Yes. It's like a puzzle of emotions that can make the current relationship feel a bit shaky. These are the same women who want to feel secure within a relationship and demand emotional awareness. Like, come on, girl, you can't even offer that. I mean, why would someone prefer not to deal with all of this? Simple, because they want their relationship to be the main focus, the star of the show. They don't want any lingering feelings from the past to steal the spotlight. They want their love story to be unique and unburdened by old emotions. But none of these modern women can offer that kind of romance. Romance is not what they want, at least not until the wall comes their way. But what if your partner doesn't have this emotional baggage from past relationships? What if they're emotionally clear and open, with no lingering connections to exes? Well, then it's like starting a new chapter like a fresh blank page. That's what men really want. You don't have to worry about the past getting in the way of your story together. It's like having a clean slate for your love to grow and flourish. No exes, no, oh, my ex fucked me like this. No making you feel like you're a bad partner because you don't get her sexuality like a Chad she banged 5 years ago. No weird shit, no nothing.
It's no secret that practically every girl you meet after high school has an ex, and your girlfriend is no exception. What I find odd about this whole thing is how we can still be shocked, confused, and caught off guard when we find out our girlfriend still has feelings for her ex. And I'm sure you had a gut feeling that this could happen to you, or you've been suspicious since the beginning of the relationship, especially if the ex wasn't completely out of the picture. Maybe the way she talks about him around you has become so disrespectful that you can't handle it anymore. Whatever the case may be for you, I'm sure that it's eating you up inside. Listen, if you're here, then you're over the initial shock, and you're probably wondering, what do I do now? Well, let me tell you something. It's your girlfriend. She has an ex, yeah, so what? She might be thinking about him. She might be talking about him. But unless she told you otherwise, you're still the main guy. So put in the work, enforce your boundaries, and don't forget to have fun.
The main guy? No sir, I'd rather be the only guy. Being the main guy means she's got side dudes, which is what men don't want to be at all. It's incredible how far gone the simp behaviors these days are. Anyway, smart men prefer partners with no emotional attachments to exes because it's like keeping their love story free from old emotional entanglements, allowing it to thrive without any shadows from the past. Moving on to the third and last reason of today, fear of unfavorable comparisons, aka you not living up to her sexual expectations. This is interesting. Back in the day, women would want you to marry them just so they could secure your provisions and protection in exchange for sex. But these days, modern women are willing to ditch that chivalry and due diligence as long as the guy that comes through has game and seduction skills, even if he only wants to pump and dump her. The logic was really simple. Women wanted a dutiful hubby who would provide and protect, and men wanted a wifey who would be theirs only, not a hoe who belonged to the streets. Imagine you're in a relationship and you can't help but wonder if your partner is silently measuring you up against their ex. It's like you're on a trial and the verdict could be that you don't quite measure up. This fear of unfavorable comparisons can cast a long shadow on a relationship, affecting both self-esteem and the overall connection. So, Why do men fret about being compared to their partner's ex? Let's explore this in depth. First, the comparison trap. It's only natural to wonder about your partner's past relationships, especially if they've had significant exes. But when this curiosity turns into a constant worry that you might not be as good as your previous partner, it can be emotionally taxing. Imagine you're dating someone who constantly brings up their ex's accomplishments, qualities, or even physical attributes, like the size of his dick or his bedroom skills. You might just start questioning your own worth, thinking, am I as smart as your ex? Do I make them laugh as much? Am I as attractive? These comparisons can chip away at your self-esteem, making you feel inadequate. Second, the weight of insecurity. Insecurity can be like a heavy backpack that you carry around in your relationship. When you fear that your partner sees you as a lesser version of their ex, that backpack gets heavier. It's as if you're always trying to prove yourself, seeking validation to alleviate those nagging doubts, and trying hard to make her forget about her ex who, surprisingly, is both someone she misses and regards as dumb as fuck. Like, girl, make up your mind. This constant need for reassurance can create tension in the relationship. Your partner might not understand why you're so anxious or why you keep seeking affirmation. It can feel like walking on eggshells, afraid that any misstep will confirm your worst fears. Last, but surely not least, the impact on the relationship. Now, let's talk about the relationship itself. When one partner is constantly worried about being compared to an ex, it can strain the connection. It's like a dark cloud that hangs over the relationship, blocking out the sunshine of trust and intimacy. Communication can suffer as well. Instead of openly discussing your feelings and concerns, you might keep them bottled up because you're afraid of sounding insecure or jealous. This lack of communication can lead to misunderstandings and emotional distance. Moreover, constantly feeling compared to an ex can erode the sense of uniqueness and specialness in the relationship. You want to be valued for who you are, not for how you measure up to someone else. Given these challenges, it's no wonder that some individuals prefer partners who have no recent history of significant exes. They want a clean slate, a relationship unburdened by the specter of unfavorable comparisons. In such a scenario, there are no past relationships to overshadow the present. You don't have to worry about measuring up or feeling like you're in competition with someone from your partner's past. It's like starting a new chapter with a fresh canvas where you can paint your own love story without constantly glancing over your shoulder.
This construct of, oh, I'm going to be compared to this many men, so holy shit. And I mean, I get it to an extent, but it's like, it shouldn't even matter because
It's very simple. Guys don't want girls. We don't want to date the town bicycle.
But they want you to be a whore in the bed.
No, not necessarily. But look, guys care about body count. Wink, wink, good. Generally speaking, men don't want to date promiscuous women or women with a high body count.
That promiscuity word makes them crazy, makes these women absolutely crazy because they have now been told in 2023 that their promiscuity should be worn like a badge of honor, that it's a sign of female empowerment, that's a sign that women have come so far, that it's a sign that feminism has won, that it's a sign that they've leveled the playing field. They love that word. You know, it's like they're breaking glass ceilings in their mind by being slutty. That's not how you break glass ceilings, honey. It's not good. It's not a good look.
All in all, men don't want promiscuous women for obvious reasons, but these women can freely think whatever they want, just like you will freely choose not to take them to the altar. Stay strong, guys. As always, I wish you tremendous success. Now it's your turn. What do you think? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Remember that if you leave the best comment, you will get $5. Thank you so much for watching. If you found value in this video, hit the like and subscribe buttons, ring the notification bell so you don't miss out on future uploads, drop a comment, and share it. See you in the next video, guys. Till next time.